All right, y'all, just like the title says, I'm going to show you how to make big money buying no title cars and trucks. There's a legal way to do it. You don't have to be a dealer. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you the most money I've ever made on a single transaction, and it blew my mind. Stay tuned. I'll show you what to do. Man, it's not lost on me. Maybe I should consider getting a green screen behind me of a car lot with a bunch of cars, or maybe I should go out and walk and talk. The problem with walking and talking is I'm right by a freeway, so the noise is just crazy. The green screen, it is what it is. Anyway, my name's Tom. I run a small buy here, pay here used car lot. I also own an automotive repair shop on the same property, so it kind of keeps me busy. No, I don't have 100 cars on my lot, but I get them in quick. I sell them quick. I don't floor plan, and they all belong to me. One of the things people always think when you're a used car dealer is all you do is you drive down to the dealer auction, you buy 4 or 5 cars, you bring them back to your shop, and boom, you're going to make thousands of dollars. Let me tell you guys, that is not true. One of the ways I make a lot of money on my used cars is by buying cars with no titles. Now, obviously, you could be afraid that you're going to get ripped off. There's some ways that you can circumvent that, some safeguards that you have in place. I do it all the time. I've bought hundreds of no-title cars, gotten a title for them, and then put them up for sale on my lot. But you don't have to be a used car dealer. You can do this as an individual. You can do this in most states that have a bonded title process. And because so many people are afraid to do it, you can make huge profits. So in most states, there is a bonded title process. What that is literally you're going to buy a car that has no title, and you're going to pay an insurance company a bond that you then take to the state, and they issue you a title. Now, every state that does bonded titles, there are a few that do not, but every state that does bonded titles, the process is a little bit different. So you're going to want to know what the process is for your state before you actually start doing this. If you're a Texas resident, I have a couple different videos on how to do the bonded title because I've done it, like I said, literally hundreds of times. So that being said, before you buy a no title car, you're going to want to find out what your state's rules are as it relates to bonded titles. So I'll use my state, Texas, as the basis of my knowledge because obviously that's where my knowledge is from. So what do? Well, the first thing you do when you're going to buy a no title car is you have to find out if the car is stolen and if there's liens on it. Like in Texas, if the car has a lien that is less than 10 years old, you need to verify that the lien has been cured. If you're an individual, this could be a little bit difficult. Hey everybody, this is Tom. If you're still watching my video, that means you're watching this plug. And what I want to ask for in this plug is for you to give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I recently looked at my Facebook data and I found out that only 5% of the people that watch my videos are actually subscribed to my channel. I know part of it is because some of the stuff I do is very specific information. How do you sign your title? How do you get a copy of your title? What do the different title colors mean? And that's something that you probably go to YouTube because of a Google search. You find that information, you get your question answered, and you're done. And that's one of the reasons I've started including some behind the scenes from my car dealership into my channel. So if it's content that you think you like, that you might like, that you know someone that would like, or you just constantly are having questions, maybe you're buying and selling cars on your own at home in your garage, maybe you're thinking of opening a dealership, a subscribe to my channel and a like would go so far. I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. So let's say I've run the numbers on the DMV and there's no liens and it's not reported stolen or whatnot. So I'm gonna go look at that vehicle. Now, me being a dealer, I generally pay half of dealer wholesale on a no title car. And that's because for the time that it takes, which is about 30 days to get the title done, I could have sold 2 or 3 times those number of cars at the auction. So buy that car, bring it home, and immediately you're going to do your bonded title process. Now again, the bonded title process is different state to state. I will put on my end screen, I will put my video on how to do a bonded title so that you can see for yourself what to do in Texas. But anyway, buy the bonded title, buy the car with no title, do the bonded title process. What happens in Texas is basically you go buy a bond and you take it to your tax office with some other documents. They issue a title and tags if you want them. And then the Department of Public Safety holds that title for like 10 extra days so that if there was a problem, it would come up before the title was issued. Then the title gets issued. Then you have a regular title that you can use to buy or sell your vehicle. Now, the reason you make so much money dealing with no title vehicles is a lot of people are afraid to fool with it. There is a minor amount of risk involved. But a lot of people just straight up afraid to do it. Or you'll see on Craigslist, they'll say, no title, you have to get a bonded title. And they make it sound like it's easy to do, but yet they haven't done it. So a lot of people are afraid to fool with bonded titles. I'm not, and I've made some killer money. At the end, I'm going to show you the most money I ever made doing a bonded title car. I've never made anything close to it before, but if it was not a grand slam home run, I don't know what was. Anyway, so you get your title to your car, you get your car washed, cleaned up, ready to go, and put it up for sale. And because you have the knowledge of taking a no title car and turning it into a title car, you can make some huge money. All right, so the most money I ever made buying a no title car. Fella contacts me. He says, hey man, I got a 2004 Chevrolet truck. It's been abandoned on this property. It's been here like 6 months. The tenants have all moved out. My boss just wants to get rid of it. I see you buy no title cars. Do you want to buy it? It's an '04 Chevrolet truck. He goes, it runs and drives and everything. We've been driving it around. Okay, yeah, what do you want for it? Well, I'd like to get $1,000. Okay, yep, I'll do it. So I got his name, his phone number. We're supposed to meet up. I called the guy back a couple days later to set up the appointment. He goes, well, my boss doesn't know. He thinks we might keep it and just use it as a farm truck. And okay, so that was the end of that. Well, like 2 months later, he calls, hey man, I don't know if you remember me. I called you about an '04 Silverado and we wanted $1,000. You still want it? I said, yeah, man, I'll take it, but it'll be like a week before I can get out there to you. He goes, I'll bring it to you. So he loads it on a trailer. He shows up at my shop. I didn't really get details at first. It's an '04 Silverado. What it was an '04 one-ton dually 4-wheel drive Duramax diesel truck. Yeah, that was a win. So we buy it. And it starts up and drives right off his trailer just fine, which was pretty exciting. And I had to get a bonded title on it, and I have actually pulled up the sheet of what I spent on it. And it started with $15 to the state for the bonded title application. Then it was $40 to the Dallas County Sheriff's Task Force to do the 68A VIN inspection. A 68A VIN inspection isn't necessary every time. Basically, if a car was not previously titled in Texas, you have to have law enforcement verify that the VIN is accurate and unaltered. That was $40. Then I paid $33 at my county tax office to get the title. As a dealer, of course, I just paid the $33 because I'm going to resell the vehicle. If you're an individual, you would have to pay the $33 plus the 6.25% sales tax. What else did we spend? Oh yes, it did not have a tailgate. I was lucky enough to find a tailgate that was white, so the same color. It was $200. I bought the tailgate and I put it on. And then I paid $180 for the bond on the vehicle. And I think I spent like, $30 doing the oil change or something. I'm a dealer, so we buy the stuff cheap. All that in it, I was at like, $480 or something. $485 is what I have written down. So I paid $1,000 for this truck. I paid $485 to get it ready to sell.
And then it took a good 30 days by the time I got the appointment for the 68A VIN inspection and I did the bonded title paperwork. I get my title back. The day the title comes back, I think I was at my P.O. box. It was a Saturday, Sunday afternoon. I listed the truck. First guy in the door looks at it, and it's a white fella, and he looks at the truck. Well, I'll give you $8,000. Eight. Yeah, that might work if it's cash money today, but the truck's only been listed for an hour. Okay, yeah, let me talk to my wife. I'll go get the money. So I'm thinking, holy cow, I had listed the truck at $11,000. I'd be okay with 8, right? That's a home run. He calls back about a half hour later. Hey, I've talked to my wife. Yeah, we'd be more comfortable at 7. I said, well, dude, I don't know what to tell you, but that ain't gonna work. The truck's only been listed, 12 hours or something. So I hang up with him. Literally, as soon as I'm done hanging up the phone with him, a Hispanic fella comes in. He's dressed nice, Hispanic guy. Goes, hey man, I'm here about the truck. He's got the Spanish accent and all that. Okay, here's the key. Take it for a ride. So he's gone for about a half hour. He comes back. I am fully expecting, as it goes in the Hispanic culture, the frequent question is, what's the less? What's the less is them trying to say, how much less would you take for it? But it always is, what's the less? I'm expecting what's the less. He says, so you're asking 11 for it, right? I said, yes, sir. It's only been listed a little while, $11,000. It does have the bonded title. I want to remind you of that. You're welcome to take it to a shop, get it checked out, do whatever you want. He goes, well, how much is it with the tax, title, license, and all that fun stuff? I said, well, I'm obviously not sure yet. So I went back, looked it up on the computer, wrote it down for him. He goes, okay, let me go to my bank and get a cashier's check. And did you want some money to hold it? So long story short, I about fell the freak over. This $1,000 Silverado that I bought with no title, I sold for $11,000, clearing a $9,500 profit on one vehicle. Now, clearly this is an exception. That doesn't happen often, but I've cleared $4,000 and $5,000 on cars that I've paid $1,000, $1,500 for. Generally, to make a $2,000 or $3,000 profit, you're spending $20,000 on a car. So yeah, crazy. I did a Tahoe a while back. I think I had $6,000 in this Tahoe, and it sold for $11,000. So we cleared $5,000 on this Tahoe. So bonded titles are definitely the way to go for big profits. It does take, on average, about 30 days to get it walked through the process. But if you're an individual, you can do this without a dealer license. If you're a dealer, this is a good way to subsidize the lower margins that are coming out of the car auctions lately. And what can I say? I was ecstatic. I'm going to impose a picture onto this damn video of this truck that I sold. I was so excited. As I say at all the ends of my videos, guys, this is the video, a little information about how you can make big money buying no title cars and trucks. If you like my video, I'd certainly appreciate the like, the subscribe, the share. If you got any questions, put them down below. I'm going to put a link to the how to do the bonded title video at the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Y'all have yourselves a great day.